I noticed that back row thing. Yeah, I was going to say
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Brad Hill. Welcome to Bar 8 and the VPPL semi-finals between Jamie Stevens, Marc Robertson, and Michael Scerri and Peter Butterworth. Nice opening break from Jamie there. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good, thanks, Brad. How are you?
Very well. First time on the mic, but very much looking forward to it. Settle in for a long battle between Jamie and Marc.
Yeah, that should be a good battle there, I think, and I'm looking forward to also the safety play in that match because both of them are excellent safety players.
I think we'll see contrasting matches. Jamie and Marc should be, as you said, very tactical. And it may be a pot fest on the other table. Butter's definitely known for his aggressive style.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he's probably the most aggressive player that's left in the top four. He's done very well to get here and looking forward to that game too. It should be a cracker.
Little containing shot there for Jamie to start with.
Yeah, he's left him the long. Yep. And that's the kind of thing that Marc always leaves for his opponent. Let him have a go at the hard ball, and that's what Jamie just did to him there. Now Jamie's got a chance of an out.
Well, the Reds were the balls. He just didn't have an opener. This does wonders for your confidence. If you knock this in, and you land middle of the table on your next ball, it gets your shoulder rolling and makes you feel good.
You probably want to get the kiss on the extreme left red on the table next to the black. He just plays it plain white, pocket white.
I think it's a Jamie Stevens shot. I would have done exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
There's an element of safety there.
Definitely.
If you smash that in and leave the white centre of the table there for Robbo, then you may lose control of the table.
Definitely.
If not the frame.
The thing is, he hasn't really got it neat over the pocket, so there is a chance there for Robbo.
That'll definitely go inside that red.
Yeah. Even if it doesn't go in, he'll cover it and take control, so it's not really the shot that he was looking for, Jamie, there. Oh, wow, good shot.
It's a very nice shot.
So you never thought about that?
Promotion of his one of his dead balls. Wasn't dead, but certainly wasn't in great position.
Yeah, he didn't want to take the plant on
and the safety.
Yep, and he's got him snookered, so he's got to be kicking at this. Ideally, you want to kick in the ball in the middle, but you're hampered queuing, so you have to go for the ball that's closest to the black.
I think
and hopefully just get it around the yellow that's near on the right side there of the table.
See, I'd be inclined to go across the table and hit the red that is where the black spot would be on a snooker table, and play the jackie. Like if you pot it, great, but at least you get more coverage on that yellow.
Yep. Here we go. He's played it.
And that's what he's played there, because you were going to get a result there.
Yep.
If you leave the white in the middle of the table, then yes, you may not give 2 shots away, but it's just handing Robbo an open table with opportunity to move his dead balls.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good shot. I mean, at the end of the day, he's kept himself in the frame so far, and we'll see what Robbo does now with this shot. Now he can go around it, I think. That was a plan, anyway. You want to get around this ball into the same pocket between the gap, between the yellow and the red.
I don't know if he's got the angle for that. He's going to have to.
I think he'll have to force it.
He'll have to hit it. Yeah,
he will have to have
very
a go.
well.
I'm sure he'll get close to it. Just kicked it out. Ooh, that was a bit stiff.
Yeah, it is a bit unlucky to land.
Yeah, hard up with the red. Meantime, on the other table, Scerri's going for an out.
Should be 1, 2, 3 for Michael here.
Should be.
But first frame is always the second hardest to win.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a good white there by Robbo.
Definitely a very good white, I think. I think you'll see Jamie taking the bottom red next to the black, and possibly in or over kind of shot where he plays safe with it too.
So I think I would take the top one.
Top or bottom, whichever way the angle is.
Push the white underneath the red.
Yep.
Just in or over.
And get around the... See,
oh, he's very fat.
He's actually covering the black, which is also a very good shot. Because now the black only doubles or goes in the middle. Yeah. Makes positioning to that side of the table tougher. Scerri's on the black here. Knocks it in nicely.
Nice confident shot.
Oh, double kiss there and went in. So
there is some coverage there with the black, but I'd back Robbo to land on that.
Or do you land on a double or you cut in the middle? That's the question.
I mean, ideally, I would land on a black spot and cut it in the middle.
Yep. Yep, that's probably the best shot if you can land there.
Looks pretty straight on this, actually.
Yeah. Looks good on this camera angle, but when you look at the table, it's much tougher.
Yeah, he's really straight on this. So you have to force it in or jack up and screw in. Yeah, that's because he was too straight.
Now it makes that positioning to the black very, very hard from this kind of angle.
So he looks like a cherry from this angle, but
he's got to come off at least 2 cushions probably to land where he needs to. That's why I probably think he'll take the double after this.
It's all about speed. Some bottom right.
Okay. Ooh. I think he's got a shot it up
in the corner.
Possibly. Could be on in the middle with a bit of swerve, but
if you've got a clean shot in the corner, you're definitely not swerving.
I think he's on.
Center, I think.
Clean shot.
Yeah, good shot.
Yep, got a bit lucky there with a nice kiss, I'd say, but that's the way it is when you're going for the out. Jamie would think.
I think it was Jamie's last shot that really didn't time up enough.
Yep.
White was left in the middle of the table, and there was no real coverage on the black.
Yeah, it's gave him a kind of a shot in the opener as well, which in other plant he took that well, and that's what made the out on.
Robbo's gone dry.
Yeah. Bit clustered there, so
Yeah.
might switch on to the other game. Then. So Peter's at the table now.
His Butters on the yellows.
Looks like it.
So you stun this and put the yellow in the centre. Just draw back a few
I
inches.
think it was just a couple of inches back. Oh, he's going for the same pocket, which is a good shot. Now he can actually screw back the white ball between the gap.
So you go screw this back 2 feet and then top right.
Maybe land on a blue spot. Yep.
Top right.
Close enough.
And then top left and then the middle pocket to land in
Yeah,
there.
middle pocket onto the black is a pretty much straightforward shot from there. You pretty much, if you hit the yellow where it is now, in the middle of the table, you're on the black. Doesn't want to be on a cushion. Makes this shot a little bit tougher than what it should be.
These tables don't like it when you force it down the rail. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to smash it, but he has to work
You
it a
can
little
roll
bit.
it, you can just screw it back softly a little bit. Like so. Cueing this is, you need to make sure that you cue it
Just enough
perfect.
angle to put some top on it to
Yeah.
bounce back off the rail.
Yep. Good shot. Ooh, just missed that.
It's a tough opening black.
Yeah, tough opening black, and he's put his hand up to apologise because he's actually put it over the bag.
It's always a nice feeling in the first frame where you land fat on the black and it's unmissable.
Yep.
You roll it in,
And
you
you
get on the
think,
scoreboard and
Just get this in, and I'm pretty sure that
what's Mick thinking here?
Mick now is thinking about, if I was to snooker Butters, I'm going to have to give him a very good snooker for starters, because he always gets out of it. So he just wants to make sure that he can get a good white here if he was looking at the snooker, but he might have to pot a couple of balls to do that. He's actually looking
He's
for the
gonna push that
extraction.
red close to the
And
black.
that actually makes it good for Mick, I think, because now Butters
Puts-
has to be very
Puts
accurate
doubt.
when he kicks
yeah,
out.
that's right. Puts doubt in Pete's mind if he does snooker him.
Yep. I mean,
It's not ideal for Mick, but he was looking for a result because the
Yeah.
black wasn't totally covering the pocket. Push the
Yeah.
red near it, then it might
Yeah, he
open
was-
the pocket up a little
that's
bit.
exactly what he's looking for. He's looking for a kiss to open up the black a little bit, and he's landing on the other red into the left center. It was a very good attacking shot. And, you know, it might have paid dividends because he's in a very commanding position at this stage. Depends where he leaves the white ball for Butters to kick out.
Because he needs to block the one rail escape. If you're going to snooker Butters, he's very good at getting out of snookers, and he'd back himself to hit the black and miss the red.
Definitely he would, but I mean, it's that close that if you leave it up the top, it's still not a bad option, you know, because he's still got a white in the angle. So
So Mick's
it's-
looking at just running into the red, leaving the white on the rail.
yeah, I don't think he'll take it because the black's going over the bag, so he wouldn't want to take that option now. Whereas that's a very good shot.
That is a smart shot.
It worked out very well.
It's
And he's
blocked
blocked him.
across
Yeah.
the
There's
one
only
cushion escape.
there's only 2 cushion escape from the bottom to rail, and he's just got to get it the black. So we'll see what Butters does. I'm really interested to see if
It's a
he'll
very,
do
very
that, or
small target.
he'll push another red onto the black here. Yep, that's what he chose to do, and he's done it very well. Good shot. I think he was just saying that the first one he's done all year like that, giving 2. He doesn't usually like giving 2, but that was percentage shot.
That's exactly right. That shot kept him in the frame.
Yep.
If he didn't get it right, then Mick was overwhelming favourite.
Yep.
But he can get both of these out in one shot.
He can, but I don't think he needs to smash it. I think he'll control it. Especially if he kicks out.
It's not doing it this shot.
Okay. Not sure if he really needs to send another ball there, but I'm pretty sure that the black will kick out with one shot. He'll probably play the top ball on top of the black, directly on top of it, straight into it, and kick it out off the jaws, and clear the pocket. That's what I think Mick's plan is.
Well, I think now you give Pete an opportunity to push the black even closer. I mean, obviously you don't want to pot the black, but
I don't think it will get near the black here. Just pots it to eliminate one of his balls. That's a smart shot. That's a good shot. Eliminate one of the options. And now he might have to look at playing like a plant onto it, or kicking.
Mick put that ball there for a reason. I'm really interested to see how his plan unfolds.
Yeah. I would like to play the kick out on top of the black, but I don't want to be queuing 2 balls, so let's see what he does. He'll hit this hard, I think. No. So that's the reason why he put it there. He just moved it to the side.
Because when he did put it there, I didn't understand his plan. That's why I'm really interested to see what his plan is.
Yep.
Now, do you create distance? Do you put the white in the opposite corner jaw? You know, that way you have essentially 8 feet between the ball.
I actually would like to leave this side of the table is probably best, because he doesn't have a good angle to start off with, and the black is going towards the pocket.
See, I think being there, Mick won't have a go at this. Where
but
it's
all depends
diagonally opposite, he kind of has to have a go.
You know,
Mick will be patient. He'll wait until he gets the shot that he wants.
I actually think he might come up and down with this shot here. A kick out from this direction. If he kicks out. See, and I thought he could have had that before. See what I mean? He'll give this a bit.
You've called the shot.
See what I mean? Back went out, and that was the plan. I think he should have done it, possibly the shot before. Well, he's in control now, and he can just play safe if he needs to. He doesn't have to go for it right now. And
Mick's rolling this in the centre.
yeah, I think he actually play the ball on the left and make sure that he gets a good white. That's what I think he'll play. Leave the white ball, say where the number plate, where he's right now, where he is right now.
Leaving the white on the
name plate on the right hand side of it as we look.
Because it looks straight on in the centre. That ball, you roll that on, you roll that in.
It's not straight on. I don't think it's straight on. Yeah, it's running towards the other red as well, so you're not going to have a shot next. So I think this is the right shot.
Yeah, if the angle's not there, you definitely wouldn't play it.
Just get a good white here. A little bit hard. Yep, good shot. He's played a good shot.
And it's not a total either. so he can't come off 2 and just sit right behind it.
I did hear Peter ask for a total, so
Did
doesn't look it on this camera
No,
angle.
it's definitely not a total. How's the other game looking? Oh, Robert's
There's a
on
tactical battle still, but
on the
just
reds.
about, I think, to be finalised on the other one. See now, Butters is he looking for just a kick out or potting it? He's looking for potting it. Coming off the side to try to pot it.
He's using a lot of bottom to straighten the angle up.
Yep. And usually when you get away with missing the black in the first frame, you know, you feel good about yourself. You still won the frame. But this one
It wasn't
as much-
an easy black, but I mean, you would definitely be thinking
I
this
think
is one that got
Butters
away.
would probably pot that 9 out of 10. Just this is the time he missed it, you know. It's the first frame, I understand, and he hasn't settled yet, but puts doubt on your mind when you get to the next black, you know.
It's a good shot from Robbo.
Yep, both frames are just about finalised here. Mick goes 2-0. Good fight back from Mick there to win the frame. Robbo's played this perfect.
Yeah, good pace.
Robbo goes 2-0 up. 2-0 both tables.
See the red dot and the yellow dot to put next to their name. Okay, we'll just have to pay attention.
IPA, mate. There's your semi-finals there. So the winner of these games goes straight into the finals to play for the big one. I think they're playing for $4,500 to $3,000. So there's a big money on stakes here.
Last year saw Marc Robertson play Butterworth in the final.
Yep, and it finished up 11-9, I believe, and it was a very entertaining match, and it was touch and go for either player. I think this year it's not going to be any different. I think all the players that are left in, they're very capable.
Now the last time that Jamie played Marc in a final, I believe, was the Dandy Open this year, and Jamie got up.
Okay, it must be a short race. What, race to 5 or 6?
6-3, I think the final scoreline was.
Yep. See, Jamie can create against Robbo, especially in a short race, but I'm interested to see how he'd go when it's raced to 11 like this, because he's got to keep his consistency right through. He's definitely a very solid, very solid player. He's not called solid for no reason, but he's got to take his chances and have a go. Just like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. At least he had a go.
It's the right shot, as long as that yellow doesn't go inside that red.
Mm-hmm.
And he's played that. Obviously, if it goes in, he's on his other red with the out in his mind. But if it doesn't go, it puts Robbo under pressure, because now Jamie's balls are all out in the open.
Exactly.
And Robbo has to do something to hold Jamie's progress in the frame.
Yep. Although Robbo is very creative with his thoughts and everything else, I think that in a tactical sense, it's a 50-50 game between the two of them, really. Maybe a slight edge to Robbo from a tactical sense. So I'm really interested to see how this tactical battle goes.
I think Jamie would definitely back himself against Robbo. I think if he's definitely wouldn't let it turn into a potting competition.
Nah, he'll do everything though. You saw how he played against Jamo. He slowed him right down. He made him, dictate the pace. But I mean,
But
Robbo's a very clever player.
Yeah, Robbo's very patient as well.
Very patient. So he's probably playing for the kick out after this, after a couple of shots time, perhaps. Maybe he should take.
Thing is, because there's so many of the reds in the way.
Is he playing for the kick out now? Because there's no value in it, I think. I mean, it's going to be very hard to control the white out of there as well. But he's going for it, I think. He's buried it even more. The white ball's still spinning.
I think Robbo looked at the table and thought, I don't see a way of actually slowing Jamie down. I've got to promote my ball.
That's right.
I've got to get it out.
It was just very hard to get the white ball out with the yellow out at the same time from that position.
There was too many reds in the way. Even if you hit the yellow, there's certainly no guarantee that you're going to get any kind of result. But he had to go because he felt that he had to.
Yep. I wouldn't mind if I was to foul here. I wouldn't mind potting the ball that's nearly on the black spot, the yellow one, and doubling it onto the corner and foul in that way and give him 2. Yeah, pot the ball in the middle and then play the double.
Right. I think it's a good option. I think he may be looking at that angle where he wants to leave the white.
But I know Robbo, he'll probably try to keep as many balls on the table. Let's see what he does with this one. He's going to try to screw back. Okay, he's still having a go at the kick out.
Yeah, he's trying to go off 2 rails.
Tough shot, this. He's got to get it perfect.
Was he playing to land on it?
No, yeah, he's planning to kick it out and land on it, basically.
Because I think it goes in the top right pocket, and he might be playing to land on it to pot it instead of kick it out.
Yeah, I think it's just such a narrow gap there that I think he will give it a little bit. Here we go. He's played that. Ooh. Any kick more, he's on it. Very good effort, though.
It's such a difficult positional shot. I think there's no choice but to just nudge this and leave him with the only shot on the pocket in the corner.
Well, I think he's going to lose either way from here. I'm really interested to see what he'll come up with, but I think he might have to. He's probably going to look at getting on a side. Yep, swerve. I thought if he can get over that, he'll do it. In the meantime, Peter Butterworth, 1 frame over there. I think he's just going to keep himself in the frame. Yeah, good shot.
Yeah, he's done.
Still, the yellow is buried. He's got, 5 reds on the table. He's in total control. This is the kind of frame that Jamie wins against anybody, all day, every day. I'm interested to see now how he's going to go against Robbo.
I think Robbo's played the right shot. The only shot he had was to make Jamie hit his ball he doesn't want to hit. And yes, the out's there. He should get it. But he's made him go about it in a way that he didn't want to go about it.
Yep.
Which is essentially sometimes that's all you can do.
Yep, skewed that well. Probably a little bit more than what he wanted. So,
is this second red going in the same pocket or in the opposite pocket?
He's going to have to take it probably in the same pocket, I think.
I think so as well.
Just has to a bit of right and straighten it up off the cushion here. Yep, yes. Played it well.
Very good shot.
And also the security thing is the yellow's pretty much on the cushion, so it gives him, a bit of security in his own thoughts that he can get back on the table if anything goes wrong.
It doesn't sound like it's a big deal, but that really does help when you're playing, that knowing that there's no pressure.
danger. Yeah. So play for the middle, just stop
Yes,
shot, play them in the middle.
Absolutely. Stop the white.
And that's what we're talking about.
And his ball's landed dead. I
You
think
should not miss shots like that.
the tides are turning. Robbo's massive favourite now. He can
Yeah.
promote his ball. Like, he'll probably try and pot it, but have a good white down the bottom rail.
Yeah, he can afford just to
In or over pace.
over with a bit of left. Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad shot by Robbo.
Yeah. And
He's
I
actually
think
given.
Jamie's
given
not
him-
going to try and pot this.
Nah, he just
He'll
just knocks it on
promote
the
it
left
and
side.
leave the white on the left rail.
Yep, and it's not frozen, I think. So, be interested to see if it's frozen or not, because it makes the shot a bit more difficult.
It's a good shot by Mick. Oh, maybe not quite far enough.
Here we go. Let's see. Just avoid the middle pocket. Yep, which he's done. He's played it well.
See,
Yeah, he's going to go.
I think I would have gone a bit thinner then.
Yeah,
Because
and come down a
now-
bit further.
Now Robbo has options. He can go across the table wanting to put this ball over.
Yep.
Right? If Jamie sticks his ball in the open and Robbo's left with this shot, he kind of has to try and pot it. Where now he can gain massive control if he goes across the table, hits the yellow into the rail, sits over the pocket.
Yep.
Huge favourite.
Had he been able to go thin on that and get past the black, that would have been ideal. I think he gets control of the pocket here.
Yeah.
He's
Played-
gone on the wrong
played with
side. I
left-hand
think he's
side.
pleed it wrong.
He's played with left hand side. Which
Yeah,
just pushed
the ball
white
has
to the
already
right.
gone wide from the minute go. So it's actually still it's cuts, but skill the black. Scerri on the other side is going to kick it up the arse.
Good shot by Jamie. Do you
Yeah, he'll cue this. He won't.
you won't roll this over?
No, he'll cue it because he wants to get himself going. He's going to have to cue it. Oh, he's rolling it.
Yeah, that's Jamie's style. Yeah, that's the percentage thing to do. I don't think Jamie steers away from that ever. That's his game plan, and he doesn't like to change it.
Oh,
I see a lot of other players do that.
agree.
Jake
Just- I thought
always puts blacks in with confidence.
Authority.
Doesn't smash them in, but just plays with
Butters going in off there,
with confidence.
trying to extract the.
Jamie's got some cue maintenance.
And Scerri's taken advantage there of Butters' mistake. Again,
Few
Robbo.
clusters here.
yeah, Roberts has him obviously with his shoulder problems and that. He hasn't been really breaking them very hard. Which is why I think this match will be going probably good half an hour over the other match.
I think regardless of any shoulder problems, that was on the cards.
Yeah, but I think, if Robbo's got no shoulder problem, he'll probably go for the break a little bit more, and he'll probably do another 2 or 3 outs on top of what would happen in this match. Ideally, I mean, he's been doing that all season.
Yep. What are the balls here, Kev?
I think he has to go reds. because reds are sort of in front of the yellows. If you look down the bottom of the table here,
He's potted the yellow off the break.
so you'll nominate reds and you'll take reds. And this shot here, he can actually promote maybe down the table if he wants to. And I think maybe even landing anywhere near the black would be ideal for this shot.
I don't think he'll do that. I think he'll play for the one in the centre, and he'll push a red over a pocket.
Well,
Oh, it's queuing up with a little bit of force.
there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
He didn't go for that, I don't think. You see,
Now, can he play this red
yeah,
off
he
the other
can,
red?
but he's going to probably kill it, if anything. So
You can punch it into the rail and have a kick out again, but you've still got a dead red. You know,
that's a problem. He's not going to go if he's not sure. I think it's actually a better shot just to sit it over than rather than
because
get
I
it
think
in.
that, as we look at it, the top left corner is where the game's going to be ending.
One.
So if you can gain control of that pocket early,
Yep.
then you can work on your other areas.
100%. And if you think about it, even if he goes into the red, he's still going to have a tied up red.
He's played the shot.
See, now he's
Not got a lot
nothing.
of options now.
which is,
And he's played it well, but he's kind of shaking his head, but that was the result
Yep.
he was always going to get.
yep. You know, he'd be tempted. If you were him now, you might as well have a go at the double
Yeah.
and try to get the white ball out of there.
I mean, you can play the red he's closest to in front of the yellow top right pocket,
That's what he's looking at. It's quite a tight shot, and
Because
you got
if
to set it right neat.
because the yellows aren't exactly beautiful. But
I think he's going to have to talk himself into this double eventually.
is there a slight double kiss on that
He's
double?
going for the corner. It's a tough shot either way. I mean, you go up either corner's tough. So yep, he's going for a double. Good call. And he'll take that. He'll take that because it's covered up. Both balls, I mean one of the balls, so it keeps him in the frame. Now I think Robbo will take the yellow that's closest to the white and try to kiss into the red and promote the yellow over the bag.
I think that's exactly what will happen. Off the rail, kick the red out, open the pocket.
Might go straight into it. Yep. Okay, so opens it up. And now he's on an out.
How are you
Negotiate.
dealing with that ball
Yeah.
next to the rail?
I think he would want to be pretty straight on it.
If he's
And
getting
then-
the rest
and
here, is he potting this or is he rolling this over?
I think he's going to pot. He's going for the pot out here, surely. He can even afford to double that yellow. That's the hardest one next to the red. Eventually inside the red that's on the corner, if he wants to. If he doesn't land straight, but he's landing in a pretty good angle here to get the extraction. So extraction coming out. Just wants to make sure that he lands flat on it, which he did. It's a bit unlucky there that he didn't land on either of the two yellows down the bottom.
I
But
think
that
he'll
won't
take
bother
that.
him.
Yeah, he'll take
He knew
that.
that he's got options up the top. Just that yellow that's on the corner, it's actually kissing the cushion, and that's a little bit dodgy, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
If you can get close to it, it makes the shot
Yeah.
10 times easier. And that's why he's
Interesting.
drawn so far back.
Interesting cueing, yeah. I
To
didn't
try,
think he-
to try and get close to it.
Yeah.
Soft screw here. Or is he going
I think
a deeper screw?
he want to land on a blue spot again. I think he can land on a blue spot off this. or close to that kind of angle. Depends on how this ball is touching the cushion, really. But
Yeah, if it's a millimetre off, it makes a
yeah,
big
oh
difference.
wow, it's a bit far, but
Yeah, just a
Okay.
soft screw.
yep, he's happy with that. Now, where does he take the last yellow? Does he take it inside the reds or in the middle?
I think he's playing this bounce off the cushion to land on the ball in the middle.
Mm. Or he can choose to take it in the same pocket if he wants to run it around.
Yeah, I don't think he'll lose the white ball.
I think he may. It's not an easy one in the middle. So here we go. See? Good shot. Very, very
It
good
is a good shot.
Very well judged. That's one of the toughest shots that he just
That was
played
an
there.
excellent shot.
Yeah.
Still some good cueing required
Well, he needs to get the black in the same pocket again.
That's right.
It seems like this is his favourite pocket right now. It's not that easy. He also needs to avoid that red and make sure that he gets probably halfway on the table. Yep. And it's a bit hard. It's enough. Yep, halfway on the table, but didn't drop. He'll be happy with that.
here. He'll take the awkward cueing.
Yeah, this is a much tougher black than what it looks, just because of where you put your hand, really.
That's exactly right. But given the alternative, you'll take it every day.
He'll play this well. But yep,
Good shot.
awesome. 3-1. And on the other game, did you know who won that last frame, Dan? 3-2. So it's
Butters took
3-2
the last
to
one.
Michael Scerri. And Butters to break. And yellow ball's down. And it seems like he's not on the yellow. I don't think he's on that yellow there. So looks like probably he's not on any ball, really.
Great break, but
Mm.
very stiff.
Yeah, I mean, you look at all the balls that are down the other side of the table.
I'm not sure he's on anything, to be honest.
It didn't look like he gave it much, but it was a very effective break.
It's all about the timing.
Yeah.
Jamie's is scratched.
Here we go.
It looks like he's on this yellow.
I think he's... Oh, well.
Very
good
deceiving, the
shot.
camera
Yep,
angle,
they're
isn't it?
very, I thought he's buried behind the red, really, but yeah, that's a good opener, and you expect him to take the frame from here, really.
Yes, definitely.
He'll play this and play the red yellow in the corner to come back for the plant.
I think this is one of those outs where the mapping is done for you.
Yeah. Everything's linking
That's
here.
exactly right.
But the most important shot here is when you take the plant, you just got to know exactly what ankle you want to land on, so you can make sure that
you
the
want to
next
be
ball is on.
straight on it.
So he's left himself a good ankle
That's
here.
right. Because if you leave
If you leave
angle,
yourself straight, you got to do a lot more work. Oh, gets a nice kiss there off the black.
Yeah.
That promotes it towards the pocket, which is good. It's a little bit more than he wanted here, but he's fine. Straightens it up. And I'm pretty sure he'll knock this in with a bit of authority.
Now, it's made that look very easy, but
Yep.
they're the outs that the very good players don't miss.
Yep.
That
Yep.
the next tier below will get only 7 out of 10,
Yep.
8 out of 10, and the 2 that you don't, you lose the frame.
Yep.
And that's what makes the big difference come the end of the night.
100%. I mean, he controlled the white pretty much in every shot, and that was the key to that. Especially when he had the plant. That's the only thing that could have possibly gone wrong with that out.
I think the shot before the plant was the key.
To get the right
Get the
right
right
angle,
angle.
that's what I'm saying. He controlled that shot to get to the right angle to the plant, and that
One
made
good
the out.
shot from Robbo here, and the outs there for him as well.
Well,
Awkward cueing here.
Yep. Yep.
He's played it well.
Awesome cues. Knocks them in all day long. So I'm wondering if the black goes in I think it
Putting
goes
some
in
right
both
hand
corners,
side
so goes both ways. So, yep, he'll play it down here. White ball in a blue spot. It's gone a little bit past it, but should be fine.
He'll be happy with that. That's fine.
Mm. Nice out, and that's what happens when you scratch. Makes a big difference against those guys when they get ball in hand, you know, and they get to choose. I mean, most of the time you're going to come back to the table with a lot of trouble if it doesn't pot out.
If you get to the table, you should be in a world of pain.
Yep. And that's something that you have to really be in control of with your break, you know. I mean, against those guys in particular, you just can't afford to scratch too many times, you know. Another break and nearly scratched.
That's a third break from Robbo that's been dry.
Yeah, well, he hasn't been giving it too much. I mean, he's usually a power breaker, so he hasn't. That's probably only about 70% he's been giving it.
I know that he does have a break that he goes through, which is just a timing break.
Yeah.
And it's a reasonable split there, but
Yeah, but if you look at the balls, like the way they went towards the pockets, you know.
I don't think he's timed that
Yeah.
great. You know, they can definitely split better than that
Yeah.
if you time it well.
Yep.
Jamie just pushes two reds together there.
Still goes to the corner, so he won't be too worried about that. The out's tricky because of the bottom red, and that's the one he has to control.
It's a good shot by Mick.
Mick, he wanted to come a little bit more because he can control the white ball a lot better, but now it's a bit dodgy with the black, really. I mean, where'd you go off the bottom cushion? You got to land onto the middle again. It's a tough shot.
Do you try and double it because you can
I
control
don't
the
know
white?
I don't know if he can double it. I think he can only cut it, so he has to control the white ball. You just got to play a soft screw shot into the rail.
I think he can double this.
I think the black is in the way, really. I mean, the
If
angle.
he cuts it, can he avoid
See,
the red and then come between the two?
He cuts it. He cuts it with a bit of left and comes straight down the table back again. It's probably roughly where the yellow is now. That's probably he's going to be. He's actually looking at going into the other middle, which is not a bad shot. If he can get it past the red down the bottom, in between the other two reds. He's played that well. Just where we're running it. He probably wishes he gave it a bit more now. He'll back himself here. There is an in-off situation, so he'll probably dig into the white.
It's just going to miss the jaw, I think.
He's played in the middle.
Yeah.
He's played it well.
Nice shot.
Good shot. Goes to 4-3.
Oh, Jamie
It's good to see them having a laugh together there. Okay, so Robert's played.
It's a Robbo special. You know, I got some coaching from him earlier in the year, and he's big on doing more than one thing in one shot.
Yep.
Promotion and safety, and that's exactly what happened. And
I'm pretty sure he would like to have keeping him off that double because it gives Jamie a chance, but he's pushing him. See, he's missed now, and now he's on and out himself. If he can get that control on the right hand side of the kiss on the red there, so it's a bit dodgy.
Because he's forced Jamie to play that shot.
He definitely forced him to play the shot. When he's happy for him to have a go at it, obviously, but I'm sure he wouldn't be doing it to like Mick Scerri or someone like that.
I don't think Robbo changes his game plan too much. Depends on who he plays. I think he's more attacking when he plays better plays.
Yeah, I think if he's playing Jake, he wouldn't leave him that shot. I've seen him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't leave him that shot because he knows Jake is capable of knocking that double in 8 out of 10 times and running the rack after that, But he's played the promotion shot, which was good, and he tried to obviously keep him off that ball.
I think he would have played the same shot. He just didn't play it as well as what he would like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't want to give him the double, but I think this is another chance, slight chance. It's awkward, but this is the kind of thing that Jamie would do to other people. Now it's getting done to him.
Jamie needs to be careful he doesn't open his
Just
pocket
make
up.
sure that you cover the pocket.
See, if he opens the pocket up,
That's good. I mean, it's got the result that he wanted, which is the cover. And that was the most important thing with that shot.
not only that, it's made it difficult to get the yellow out. The red next to it.
Now that I think you'll see a tactical foul here. Not right now, but eventually I think Robbo can only win by getting another yellow down that side of the table where all the reds are. And I think that's what he'll probably try to do right now. It's in.
Straight
in.
in.
He's hit it too well.
I don't think he'll tactical foul until the black's closer to one of his yellows down the bottom, because it's right in the middle of the table.
Yep.
And I think the tactical foul's the right shot. If he can pot a ball and kill the black, or pot a ball and push the black near the yellow down the bottom right, then it's a good time to foul, because you've got extra coverage.
Yep.
You want to make someone play two good shots to win the frame, not just one.
100%. I am thinking just eventually getting one of the yellows down to the right hand side of the table. We don't have to pot it at that point of time, just getting it there. Let's try to snooker in behind the black and get the same shot, like the 2-in-1 shot that you're talking about, and that's a good shot. I mean, he's kept him off the red that's in the middle of the table, which is most important.
Butters played a good yellow then. Oh, it was scary.
Okay. He's played a good yellow there.
Made a nice sound in the back of the pocket then. Did you hear that?
He always likes to cue the ball. And that's a containing shot by Jamie. Didn't go well. So would you play the yellow? I think.
Do you push this over the hole and leave the white where the yellow is?
He might actually play it directly so he can hit straight into the red. So I leave the white ball pretty much where the yellow is.
That's kind of what I just said.
No, not towards. Yeah, see, he probably. I'm not sure if he wanted to keep him off that ball or not. I thought he might want to lock it together so he can have to shoot the red this way. What would you do now? I actually don't mind. It depends on whether, if he can get the gap between the red down on the bottom cushion and the yellow, if he can see that or not. But
what's he trying to do? I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
He's just making. I mean, he's just saying to him, "You got me on this ball. I'll just move it out of the way," kind of thing. And I've still got you on the bottom yellow, so I think it's not a bad shot, really. I mean, he didn't have to do much.
Because I think if you push the yellow onto the black and just push it near the yellow,
yep,
then it gives you time to move your yellow out the way.
That's what he's looking at right now. Good call.
Because Jamie's not going out next shot. There's too much work. And
nobody's going out here.
You make it even harder for him, gives you time to move your yellow.
Okay, here we go. He's got to play this well. Get it on the bottom cushion on the black. He's played it hard.
It's gone well, that's not
he's
what
playing. He's playing it actually to
the top left. Right.
Which is much harder to control.
It was, yeah. I mean, I know his bottom right yellow is not totally over, but Jamie's got an opportunity. It depends how attacking you want to be, but you can double the red that's next to the yellow down inside this other yellow. There is a gap there.
I don't think there's much of a gap there. Like it's just on.
What?
The double.
What are you doing now?
I'm actually pushing the red. Yeah, that one there back to where the yellow is. He can open up the pocket with this shot, but he's just keeping it there. See if that double is on. If that double is on that you're talking about, he could look at it himself as well. It's tough though.
I think the red's in the way now.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I thought if he can get control of the black, like he said in the last shot, he could have done whatever he wanted pretty much in this shot, and it'll be safe.
And obviously that's what he was trying to do. It just didn't work out.
Well, I think, had he killed it to the bottom right, there was no problem.
It's a much easier shot.
Yeah. He just wanted to get extra careful because he thought that's where the balls might end up towards the end as well.
I mean, he wants to move this yellow, but he knows if he doesn't do it well. Is the intentional foul here?
Yeah, no, he's gone onto the yellow here.
Onto the yellow?
Oh, he's playing, yeah. See, now he's just pushed it, and it's not a bad shot. It's not neat. If he can definitely get the first shot in.
He wants Jamie to be the one to move the balls. Can you hit the red near the nameplate into the other red and potentially pot the one that's over the corner, but at least push the red into the one that's near the corner, and then all your balls are in the open? I don't think
he's thinking about tactical foul straight back now.
If you pot this yellow...
He's actually thinking about pushing the black towards the red. That's what or maybe he's pushing the yellow, maybe?
No, he's playing the black.
No, he's playing the black towards the red. Not hard enough. Bit harder. You won't be happy with that.
At least he's off the yellow.
Still standing there in disgust.
It's not worst case scenario, but it's not far from it. If he had left him on the yellow, that he's dead, worst case scenario. But
I think It doesn't matter if he leaves him or not, to be honest. I mean, he's going to have... He can pot one of the balls and make sure he gets in the right position where he needs to go, and he's still going to have 2. I don't think he would have taken it on even from there with 2 from where he is right now. He's going to get closer to it because it's not an easy ball to knock off. I think he will have to... And he want to get the black out in a way as well if he can. So I'm interested to see where he leaves himself with a white. See, he's looking at that double that you were looking at earlier. I don't think it's quite on. I have to have a quick look at the table. I actually looking at the table now, and it's not on.
It doesn't look on from the camera angle.
See now, let's see. He's happy to bring it around that area, I'm sure. And he might have to leave himself a double on a black. He'll be happy with that.
But the double's on if he hits the yellow. Not to pot it, but
He has played it
Yeah,
really
that's a
well. I
great
mean, he's
shot.
played everything. It's awesome.
really good shot.
Great shot. That's very well thought out. He done everything exactly the way he wanted it then. Yep, and Jamie is not going to be happy about that because he's still got a shot remaining.
But yeah, have a look at Jamie's balls. They're all essentially where they were 20 minutes ago.
Yep. He hasn't done much there, and he's thinking to
didn't-
himself, 5-1.
Really
I haven't
didn't-
really got into this match.
Robbo moved his balls around, changed the game where
Yep,
Jamie's balls were in the same position.
I agreed. And Scerri's played that perfectly.
That's very nice. One of the best rail ball players I've ever seen.
I think Butters does very well with them too. Let's see how he cues this. Thought he might miss it actually. Just looked like his body language when he came into it wasn't right there.
Michael Scerri's actually got tonsillitis at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you try and
Butters will have a go here. If he can extract the one in the rail now,
I think he's got good angle. A little bit of screw.
and all you have to do is land on the bottom ball and
Screw into the rail first,
yeah,
then into that red.
straight into it. He gets on the bottom one.
He's got second prize.
Yep, second prize, that's for sure. Just as well, there was a ball down there. Ooh, he's probably think it's rolled off.
Does that go inside the red?
Not sure.
Hard
Mick
to
will
see
have a
from
good
now.
look at it. Looks like he might have a go at it. What do you do? I mean, if I'm not sure, I'll have a go at the double straight away. Because the worst
I
thing
like
you're going to
doubles.
see, the worst thing you're going to see is knock the red in, give him 2 shots, and at least he had to go at the double.
Yeah,
You have a chance.
if it's not obvious, I'd go the double here.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a
He's
good
knocked
shot.
it in 100 miles an hour, and he's knocked out with authority, not like the last shot he did. But you feel good about that after missing the black. That's for sure.
Definitely. Yeah, they're the ones that you're really happy to get away with.
Yep. See how that makes him more determined now. And in the first frame when Butters, or the second frame when Butters missed the black, he got punished for it. Now Mick missed the black, but he didn't get punished for it. Now we don't know what happened with the table, if it's rolled off or not, but pretty sure Butters will need to get this frame to get back on board. From 6-3 down, he needs to stay in the match.
Absolutely. really powerful break, but a few clusters there.
Yeah. Who broke that, Mick? Was it Mick's break or?
Yeah, well, there's no Butters. It's open. There's nothing's gone in.
Put this over the bag or in?
In. Wants it in.
Nah, looked like he hit the rail first. He didn't want it. You can tell by his body language.
Does that not go past the yellow? That red?
No, it doesn't. So now he has to play the ball in the middle, and then knock it, get a bit of a soft screw into it.
That's why
And
I
I
said
think-
in. I thought
yeah.
that red went past the yellow, but
Yeah.
not from this
No,
angle.
because he leaves him nothing if that ball is over the bag, he just left him nothing. But he can pot this and screw it into the yellow that's kissing the red and promote that, and he'll still be on the other red that's on top of the black in the middle.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, how many times do we actually want to sit a ball over the bag and then it goes in and then a player goes out? It happens a lot.
It happens so often.
You know, and then
Because
you think
it
to
forces
yourself,
your hand.
yeah, you're thinking to yourself, why didn't I do that in the first place?
Because it's not the percentage play,
Yeah.
but it does happen a lot because now you've got no safety options left.
Yep. It's amazing when you have to put all your eggs in one basket and just go. Things happen.
Well, sometimes it gives you freedom
Mm.
because you think to yourself, well, I have to have a go now. There's no options.
Yep. It's a bit stiff that he didn't land on that ball, but he still probably got the ball to the corner, I think.
I think he wanted to screw into it centre ball, and he's actually hit a quarter ball, which
Yeah.
has made the white and the red fly off.
Yeah, he's hit it a bit more than he really needed to, right?
Yeah, it got into it.
Yeah. A little bit half of that pace, he would have been on the ball in the middle for sure. But I think he's on the ball on the bottom. Maybe, you know, like controlling it and kissing the yellow that's on the left of the black will be ideal. If he plays this with a bit of side and gets to
the
the
left-hand side.
left and kiss that yellow on the left side of the black, he's tried to do that. Maybe, you know, maybe that ball goes in the corner.
It's the kind of clean-up Jamie needs to make.
Yes, he definitely needs to win this frame. I mean, it's there for the taking. He's got to have to basically take it out.
Now, does that yellow closest to the red,
It might not pass, but he has to punch this in to make sure it passes. If it
does
doesn't
he
pass,
go off the red?
I think it goes. I think it goes. If he plays at pocket weight, it goes, and he's got the black in the middle, so he doesn't really have to do much here. But if he's in doubt, he'll play it to the off the jaws in the corner and make sure he opens up the pocket here. He's got a big pocket.
Yes.
Just controlling the white here, where you want the white ball. Does he play with the right-hand side,
think
or
he
does it play it?
Has to play with a little bit of right-hand side to make sure he doesn't end
Yeah.
up behind the red.
He's
good shot.
he's landing in a good area.
Yeah,
And
really good shot.
yeah,
Good pace, good white ball control.
surely. Yep, and he's going to play this in the middle now.
Awkward bridging though, just makes it 10-20%.
Yeah, he's good.
more
He's good
difficult.
bridging. He does his finger thing that he twists, so he's pretty good at that. Okay, folks, I'll leave you here with Marty to come into commentating. Thank you for listening and enjoy the rest of the match.
Welcome, Marty Andrews.
Good evening, Brad.
How are you, mate?
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on the match so far?
I haven't seen much of Scerri and Butters. Have been out of my line of sight, but I can. Been watching a bit of Robbo and Jamie, and a few mistakes. Robbo classically mopping up when he gets chances. I haven't been paying attention to the break, so I know that Jamie had stitches out today and Robbo had a sore shoulder last week. Have you been watching the
Yeah,
breaks
they've been almost every rack's been dry. Robbo especially, I think it's been dry every single rack.
Yeah.
I think
Very aggressive shot from Mick.
I think the scoreline is probably fair. I think Marc has played a lot more solid.
Yep. Yeah, he's always had that style of just minimising mistakes, so you've got to really take your chances against him. What about Scerri and Butters, mate? Are they a more aggressive match, I imagine?
It has been more aggressive. I haven't seen too many missed balls. Mick did miss a black last frame, which he probably should have been punished for, but Butters then missed a ball that was on a rail and it just sat over in the jaws, and Mick has just smashed in the black.
Mopped up. Now, he's played a reasonably aggressive shot, which he can afford to do when you're 6-3 up, but he's got himself into a spot of bother.
He's swerving around the black to hit the loose red.
That's almost his only option. He might be able to double up and down to the red to the corner. He might be able to play that old off 3 cushion shot that you do. It looks like the path's open for that.
If you go, say there was a pack there when you're breaking, go around the pack to the opposite corner.
Yeah, this one.
That's right, yep. For everyone listening at home, Marty's just pointed out the screen.
Yeah, it's very hard to describe. I think he's trying to... Is he trying to kill a yellow, or is he trying to double up and down? He's trying to double up and down. That's a very good shot.
Very nice. Played with a lot of right-hand side.
He's still not got many options. An aggressive
Is
double,
it double
triple.
on or is it triple on? The yellow may be blocking
I don't
both.
think it could be blocking both. Yeah, I don't think either of them are on. And he can see the one down at the bottom of the screen there, but again, not much you can do with that. Perhaps double it up and down just to put it in play near the black.
Inside the black, yeah. Oh, he's played the other side. Oh.
Let's try for a safe white.
Wow.
No, I believe he was trying to leave the white near that pocket.
Me too.
He's obviously flirted with danger.
I think not quite that close.
Not quite that close. He's just forced Butters to take on a long shot. Although this ball over the pocket in the bottom right isn't
Do you
really
think he will?
helping at all. No, I think he'll take the one out of the pocket. It's not adding any value anymore.
No.
All the action's at the other end of the table, so use it to get into a better position and try and...
How are you dealing with the corner? Do you play this loose red and then put the yellow over the bag in front of the black?
I think Pete's the type of guy who would try and dislodge that yellow and red stuck together at the top right there. He's got a couple of opportunities to be able to do that. He could stun the ball on the far left-hand side and leave himself a little bit of angle on the one to the centre. Perhaps just, not stun, a little soft screw, come back towards the red a little bit. Looks like that's what he's doing. Yep, so he's got a little bit of angle now to try and dislodge that yellow and red. It's hard to tell how natural it is on the screen. But it almost looks to me like he'll miss it, but he's straight down on it, so he must think it's pretty good.
Yeah. He's done what you've suggested, and I think it's worked out pretty good.
I think it's worked out pretty good too, yeah. He'll probably... I'd be tempted to play the double for the yellow right at the top of the screen here, come off the cushion and hit it from behind. If it drops, he's on the yellow in the middle. If it doesn't drop, it might cover the black. He's got a safe white then.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's what he's doing.
Oh, like it's 2 from 2, Marty. Oh, he's not got either of those results.
It's not got either of those. the red at the top of the table is still well covered, and he has left Mick only a long shot. I think Mick's looking for a safe white by the look of it. The way he's trying to figure out where can I leave Butters such that he's got the toughest shot I can possibly give him. Especially if he can cover the one in the open. Tricky safety to play, but
I think if you play the red into the rail, try and leave the white on the bottom rail, and snooker him on his loose yellow at the same time.
yeah, that's the hardest part of that equation. And he decided
He's
that
just
wasn't
played for the
worth it.
white, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, you're right. It's not great, really. Like Butters is.
Yeah.
He just needs a little bit of angle on that yellow on the top cushion. And he's probably okay. I guess he's forcing him to clear the open.
Do you
red
play
first.
this one and just leave the white where the yellow is and play the one
If you
to the
can.
right of the black?
Looks like that's what he's doing, yeah. If you've got the angle to hold nicely, then yes. And he's played a drag shot instead. Now that's a bad shot.
That's a
from Butters.
terrible shot.
That's a terrible shot.
I think if you...
He's left Mick a real chance at potting that that red he's closest to, either down the rail or to double it.
What's your preference here? Do you double this? Do you put it down the rail?
I would double it if the double kiss is not on.
Because I think you can attack this with everything. Because I don't see
He can afford,
any safety option.
That's right. Yeah, he can afford to even have a go at the triple. Like give it some extra so that if it.
I think if you play the double at speed, the white's out of the way quickly enough that it's not a double
I
kiss.
think it is. Yeah. That's what he's. Oh, he's gone in off. Well, it was what he attempted, and it was an all or nothing shot. So the white going in off is kind of moot.
Yeah,
He was going to lose that frame regardless.
I think you're exactly right. But he did get the opportunity, which he probably shouldn't have.
It was a bad shot from Butters, yeah. But nevertheless, Butters is going to peg one back here. And 6-4 is still a reasonably close scoreline. No one running away with it yet. Meanwhile, who's at the table now? Marc's at the table. Marc's on yellows. He's got a tricky ball on the left rail there. That is doubleable. Probably his toughest ball is the one on the ball line. On the yellows.
Is he playing to land on it now? Is he playing?
Playing a billiard shot? No. He's playing to.
Yeah, he's playing to land on the double.
He's playing to land on the double. Yeah, you're right. And if this goes, it looks like that yellow goes down the rail inside the red too.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a big gap there.
If this yellow goes, this is frame ball really. If it goes, he mops up. I'm assuming he doesn't have two shots. If he misses, Jamie Stevens should mop up. And he has got it
I mean,
and snookered himself, Brad. He's
did-
played a great double.
he
and
did play that with bottom though.
he's obviously asked for a total because Jamie's come and have a look. He's just screwed it a little bit too much and gone behind the red instead of kissing into it. I think Marc looked at that to try and figure out if he just ran up and touched that yellow. I presume he's total snooker here. If he just ran up and touched that yellow, would he leave a tricky shot for Jamie? But he may have to go for a Hail Mary, Brad.
Well, I'm not saying that just leaving the white in the middle of the table with one shot is of any value.
I can't see a safety here. I think he has to have a go at a pot. So
Is he playing for the middle of the...
he's gone for the Hail Mary.
And
And it's actually going to result.
But that's what he played for.
That's what he played for.
Because
he was
when you're left with no option, you just have to hit the balls hard and and try and get a result.
create
Sometimes you
something.
do, sometimes you don't.
Now, Jamie still has an out here, but it's become a little bit more tricky because he's got to navigate that red stuck to the yellow. He's got to clear it early.
What's your pattern here, Marty?
I think he wants to get on the red closest to the pocket on the bottom right of the screen, whilst leaving the one in the open in the top right, the one right in the middle of the top half of the table still where it is. He can play that ball into the pocket, nudge the red and yellow, potentially be on that ball to the other centre then. So he's got a ball to continue the break on.
Does he have that angle now to...
He's got to play the one in the centre next to try and get up there. It's hard to tell if he can...
Didn't want to
get
hit that
high.
last shot quite as hard. Because 2 or 3 inches further back, then he had natural angle just to roll down to the top of the table.
If that one closest to the top cushion goes past the red to the corner, he potentially could get on that too and play it to dislodge the red and yellow. Looks like he's not going to get up to the top of the table, so he's just trying to pick an angle for his next shot. Hard to know what he's planning for his next shot. I think, Brad, he's trying to take the one over the pocket at the top to come off the top rail and back down again. No, he's playing the plant. Oh my goodness.
Wow, there's distance between the white and the red and the red and the red.
Yeah, this is a very low percentage shot. It's only that red being close to the pocket that's giving him a chance here. Now,
And even if he did, he still had the dead red to deal with.
he's still in reasonable control, but Mark is going to be chipping away and just making it a little bit tougher each shot.
Is the shot here to push the yellow closest to the rail? Oh, we've just swapped games here. Mix on another black.
Mix on another black. And he's now pushed out to 3 frames again. So chip off the yellow here and try and get behind the black in terms of the line, Brent.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was in the process of saying. Yeah, chip the yellow out and try and get behind the black. Leave a nice safe white. I mean, ideally be on the rail and snook it, but you'll take one or the other.
If you're going to leave one on, let's see. It's going to be tough to snooker on all reds unless he gets a very good line. Let's see what Mark goes for here. Now that has not worked out how he wanted it
I think
to.
he was trying to come up off the rail and nudge, or just run up right behind the black.
Yeah, and bring the yellow back into play in the centre of the table. Butters has got a very nice open break on that other table, Brad.
He does. Yeah, I think Butters...
We'll just keep an eye on that. If Butters is mapping the out, if he looks like he's clearing up, we'll switch over there in just a moment. But yeah, there's some analysis going on here for Jamie. He's trying to figure out where can I leave Mark.
See, I'm almost happy to run off the left-hand side of this loose red and just leave him not on his other 2.
On the longest one, yeah. Oh, he's opening up his dead one. This is not bad.
Oh, it's a dream result.
He's got a dream result, yeah. We're just going to see how Butters has cleared out his toughest yellow and should progress nicely through these 4 balls. He's got one to the top left corner.
Yeah, I think if he knocks it in the top left corner, he's on one of the centre.
Yep.
Yeah, then he has his choice of reds to the bottom right corner.
Yep. The black is on to the left centre. if he drops one into this, what angle is he going to leave himself here? I think he's going to leave himself the yellow on furthest to the left last, so he can drop it in the centre and be on the black to the bottom right corner, Brad.
Robbo's potted the white after that dream result from Jamie. So Jamie is going to try and promote his dead red in this shot as well.
He's got 2 visits, does he, Brad?
That's right, ball in hand, yeah.
He should mop up over there too. I think Butters has just run a little bit too far on that last pot, so he's just taken that moment to recompose.
Is it black in the bottom right?
Depending on the angle, or to the right centre, one of those 2 right pockets. Yeah, the right centre. I think he saw what he was playing for, and he's ended up a bit betwixt and between.
He is.
So Butters still hanging in there. Pulled it back to 2 frames. And Jamie also trying to pull it back to just a 2-frame buffer. It's to screw down near the centre pocket here, bro.
Yeah,
You've still got 2 shots.
There's
right?
a couple of options. I think you either play the deep screw to land fat on it, or you play more of a stun shot before the centre pocket.
Yep.
And take your medicine.
Yep.
That's got the least amount of danger. If you try and screw to land perfect, you can go close to the centre pocket. Or there's that option.
And I think that's not bad, given that he had 2 shots. If he stayed high, he almost had to commit to playing plug in 1. Now he can,
bounce
use his
off.
2.
Yeah, that's right. He's got a really good angle for it.
Bounce it off, or even play the double. Use your 2. He's gone to the far jaw, and he's okay.
He's got away with it.
Knows he pushed that a little bit too far, so he just took a second to compose himself.
I think I was going to say the key to the first shot, you can be 2 feet short of the pocket and it doesn't matter.
Right.
You can be 3 feet short of the pocket and it doesn't matter.
You're absolutely right, Brad. There's no way he should have been anywhere near that pocket.
Because you're not trying to pot it.
Yep.
You're just trying to set yourself up nicely.
I think you could. I will say that could be a turning point.
If he loses this frame,
this could be the moment where Robbo puts the accelerator down in this match.
Always played hyper aggressive.
And he has let him get away with that. Like Jamie has got the biggest grin on his face right now. He's very happy with that result. There's only 2 get out of jail free cards in the deck, Jamie.
I think that's un-Robbo-like.
I think so too.
Because
he had safety options.
Absolutely.
He could have played that out with an element of safety.
But because pool it's a skill game, but it's also a very mental game.
Yep.
And if you punish someone when they're already filthy on themselves,
yep,
then you're such a big chance of winning the match, because internally you're just screaming at yourself.
Yeah. And here's this replay. Just what do you think about the power on this shot? I wonder how his shoulder holds up. It's a long pot with deep screw.
I don't think he twitched.
No, he just missed it. He just flat out missed it. But again, could have rolled that in and he would have been.
I didn't have to pot it. Like
he did not.
He could have left the white there, and yes, Jamie was going to hit the black, but the black was blocking the yellow.
That's right. Now, I believe Butters tried to cover that pocket, Brad. Butters, whilst he's at the table, he's actually in a bit of trouble here.
Last time I saw Butters cover a pocket was June.
I think that was by accident too.
Yeah.
So Butters has set off. I'll
It's
pop this
actually
one
a
and
reasonable
figure it out.
angle, yeah.
Is this yellow on? He must be on. He must be playing for a stun into the cluster here.
Or is he going to roll this over?
He's tried to cover it again. We'll take note of the time and date, folks, because
That's
Peter
right.
Butters has covered a pocket against the two-time Australian champion and current world champion, Mick Scerri, world team champion. And Mick has got all the time in the world in this frame.
Even though Butters is in control at the moment.
I'd be tempted to just...
It's a
Butters-
50-50 frame, I think.
Butters can... I'd almost say Mick's favourite. Now, against a lot of players, you'd almost stun the red below the black, leave the white right behind that little wall of two reds and a black, and say you can play your ball over the pocket or you can try and get out of it. Butters would probably just touch the yellow in that
He's
case.
trying to snooker he's trying to snook him on his... I thought he was trying to snook him on his ball over the pocket and force him to hit the other one.
I think he might be... Maybe he put that red down there because he thinks it'll go under the yellow. It's some shot in future. Now Butters has to go for this yellow. He's looking at playing this off the black to the left centre, Brad. Like, that's the way Butters thinks. He's looking for a pot.
Is it off the red, off the black, or just straight into
No,
the black?
I think he's looking at cutting it into the black. Now he's looking at the billiard. Could I play that red into the yellow and get another shot?
And as much as
Could be a 2-to-1 shot. Like
the man at the table is the person that played the shot.
Absolutely. If there's anyone in the room that's capable of getting this shot,
Mick wants him to do this. I mean, that's why he played his last shot.
yeah. And that is a great shot. He absolutely played for that, folks. No question. He lined up. And he's got angle on this yellow to get underneath the black and put it back in the same pocket, Brad.
This will be a huge out if he gets this.
Yeah.
And you walk away from these frames and your confidence is sky high.
Now this is actually the correct play from both players. Mick has to leave Butters these chances and force him to make them, and Butters has to make them to win.
Exactly right.
That's it. Great shot. Great shot. I guess the only thing there is Mick could have been a little more safe. He played an aggressive shot.
He did, but
and left Butters a chance. And Robbo has mocked
I think
up
he was
that
happy
frame.
with his shot though. He
He definitely
wanted Butters to force the issue,
Yeah,
and Butters was good enough to finish the
to
frame.
get the result. Yeah. So Butters has pegged one back, and Robbo has pushed out to a 3-frame lead. Jamie won't want to let him get away any further than that.
I think we're about to see a replay of Butters' cracking shot. No.
And that's the Robbo weak shoulder break.
All night, I don't think Robbo's pot a ball off his break all night.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be more than happy with the scoreline,
Yep.
seeing he's been second to the table every time he's
Yep.
broken.
Butters has got another very open break on his table.
Yellow's
So-
are the colour here, you think?
Yeah, I'm just having a look here, Brad. They're both reasonably open. There's that red on the right-hand side rail, which is not awful, but it's probably the toughest ball on the table. If Jamie can clear this little cluster... Oh, yes, he's got a very clean pot on it. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Yep, yellows are very open now, aren't they? It's probably those two in the centre that just need a bit of delicate management. The others are quite wide open.
Black does only go really to the bottom right,
Bottom right.
where that yellow is at the moment. So you would like to clear that well before your last ball.
He's got multiple reds to the left centre and one to the bottom left. So he's got opportunities to get on that black. He's got to play this ball at the top of the table again. I don't think he's on anything else, is he?
Doesn't look like it.
I'm not sure this is what he wanted to play next, but nevertheless, that's where
I think he was coming round to play the jack in the centre, just underhit it.
I'm not a fan of playing 4 Jackie if you don't need to.
Oh.
That's not a good result for Jamie.
Do you play for the double in the centre and keep the outgoing, or do you take medicine and attempt to time up?
I don't know where he can time up, Brad. I think if he plays the face cut in the centre, his white's going into that red, but he's still got reasonable control. If he hits it reasonably full and the line's not on. This one. Oh, no. That is indeed what he's played for, and he's missed it. Now, along the way, Reds have gotten a little bit harder, Brad.
Robbo's very good at mapping his out before he gets down on his first shot. He wants to know exactly what he's doing. Doesn't want to make it up while he's going along.
There's 2 things he's looking for here. One is the red on the rail on the top right, and the other is the 2 reds on the bottom left. It's hard to tell whether the one in the open on the bottom left goes past the other one. It probably does.
I don't think the one on the top right's an issue because he can roll it and stay on the one in the centre.
Yeah. So he's going to play this one right on the bottom rail now. So this is going to clear one of the problems. And he's got angle to get up the table here, Brad.
He's thinking pot this bottom left and come around off 2 to play that red inside the yellow in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was a reasonable call, Brad, but it's hard to tell whether the rail, that yellow on the right centre is sitting close enough to play that red off it. But he's got the angle to drop in behind it now, doesn't he? He can play the one in the open and then drop behind that one coming down the rail. That's what he's looking at. Now it looks almost dead straight to me, so he'll play a little soft stun just to keep the white off the cushion.
Wow.
Ooh. Oh, that wiped its feet on the doormat on the way in.
I think he's overhit that, obviously, but he didn't have to hit that.
He did not have to hit that. He could have dropped that in.
Yeah, absolutely, because all he had to do was move the white half an inch. I mean, he has got perfect on the red like he wanted, but it's come at a consequence.
So
Sammy's played that well with confidence.
It's a good pot, yeah.
Could have rolled it in or over, but played it very well.
It looks like Mick Scerri is trying to drop a red into the centre pocket on the other table. Mick's been looking at that red for quite some time now. So it must be close. But Jamie's still got 2 here, so he doesn't need to do anything fancy with the white, right?
No, just make sure you don't sneak yourself.
He caught himself out last frame by doing that, or with that double to the centre.
Playing this for left-hand side.
And
that's... He tried to hold it instead of coming around the other side of the red. Played centre ball.
yeah,
He would have gone past the red and would have snooked himself. He's actually... It looks like he's done it on
yeah,
purpose.
he's mixed tricky ball. I think he might go long here. Yeah, that's what he's done. It was too tricky to the centre. Now, Jamie, I don't think this straight pot's on, so we might be in another double situation here if he can't see this straight on. He might double it to the left centre. And again, Jamie with 2 shots on the black has not played it well in his first shot. This black does cut, but it's very tricky. He probably needs a rest. He might need a spider.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think you're playing this with a bridge. Because you're stretching, you've got to put your hand behind the red, which means it's very unstable.
Yep.
It's fine enough to
It's on the cusp,
be
isn't it?
losing the white as well.
Yep. He's thinking about, what if can I play a safety? Can I?
If you don't want to pot it,
If you could cue this well enough, you could play it in or over to the bottom right. Check your white up a little bit, because that's your white's going to end up the top left-hand side of the table, and your black may cover the only option for the red. But
so you're playing it with left-hand side?
Playing it with left-hand side, but he's got to be able to cue it well, and I don't know if he can.
I think if you're playing with left-hand side, it actually helps
a little
your
bit.
queuing.
Yeah, it helps a little bit, because you might be able to clear the red. It looks like he's just lining it up, plain ball.
Stretching and playing with side makes it very difficult.
Yeah, that's right. High degree of difficulty on this shot.
It's a mix on the black.
Yeah, Mick's got out of
But
jail
he,
by the look of it.
He's not landed where he wanted.
It's not allowed to worry, but I think it's on. He's down on the shot. Just worried about the in off to the centre, I think. Especially if he needs a baby swerve. Is Jamie putting side on this or not? No, it looks plain ball now. So he's still undecided.
He's really not happy about it.
Yeah.
The key to this shot is making your mind up what you want to do and committing to it.
Yeah, and committing to it. And he's just going to push the black to the rail, I feel.
Is he playing it up to the
double
top?
Double to the centre, double to the top corner.
But the last time he messed up with 2 shots, he won the frame.
That's right. And Marc took on a tricky long pot. Scerri will screw off this, I think. Yeah,
Oh, it's great.
It's got such good cueing. Scerri knows where that white's going. Where would you go here, Brad?
I think I don't try and pot it. I hit towards the top right pocket, but hit the bulk cushion first, and sit it over on that side
In front of the black.
because then the double's not on. The Marcus double's really his only shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, if he goes for this pot just to drop it in, is his white flirting with the left centre pocket? It looks like he's jacking up on this a little bit. I think he's playing the stun.
Oh,
And he's done it
jeez.
again. So Robbo will be very frustrated. That's twice now that
Wow.
Jamie, being on the black, has given Robbo 2 shots with 1 ball remaining, or just a couple of balls remaining.
James got 2 shots on the black again.
He's got 2 shots
So
on the black.
let's just
and
wait.
And he's going to double it to the centre
That's
this
right.
time. Let's see if he leaves this one. He should really leave this 18 inches short of the pocket,
exactly
right?
right.
Let's see what he does. And he hasn't. He's gone
If that
for
hits
it
that
all
jaw,
the way.
wow, good shot.
I'm very
But if
surprised
that
he
hit
did
that, that inside jaw and landed on the other side,
If that, yes, Jamie would have had a meltdown.
and we would have loved it.
Would have been great. So both matches still within QE of each other. It's, Mick Scerri's leading 8-6 and Robbo is leading 6-4. So 2 frames in on both matches. So it looks like on both matches there's been a tactical bathroom break. Brad, what's your technique for the tactical bathroom break? Do you like to go when you're in front or behind? When there's try and stop a momentum shift?
I have a habit of drinking excess of water, and
so this would be about the time for you?
yeah, and unfortunately, you know, you drink 3 litres of water during a match, and you've got no choice. You have to go. I've had to go during a frame before.
Yeah.
So I really don't want to do that.
So you could run 3 racks, have all the momentum, and you'd still go for a bathroom break because you've got no choice?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
because
Jamie's dumped the white there straight off the break too, by the way. And yellows are the balls here.
what's your starter?
Bottom right, I think. Long straight spot, he can stun it. He'll be on the ball to the left, bottom right. Might even be able to nudge the one off the cushion off that ball. Seems the obvious choice. It's the 2 just above that are tricky. So if he can come back just a little bit and drop into the... Yeah, it's a good shot. Because he can play this one to the left and have an option to the right centre and not have to play a plant or a tricky positional shot anymore.
Opens the pocket up.
Opens it wide open, yeah. And then it's just a question of what he does with that ball on the left-hand rail. He can play for a double, or he can, if he plays for it, it could be his last ball to get on the black. So I think that the next 2 or 3 pots are actually reasonably straightforward. It's what happens after that. He could play for the 1 down the rail now if he screws back past the black. He's screw towards the side rail. I think that's what he's done. Yeah. It's good. It's reasonably straight, so he'll follow through for the yellow to the opposite centre. It's all about this pot. This is the out. Well done. Well done.
Even though he's landed perfect on that ball, it's better to overhit that with topspin than underhit it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because if you underhit it, then you lose the white.
Yeah. Yeah, well done. And that that break, Jamie dumped the white straight off the break. There was no kisses. It just went straight in. So
Second time tonight.
So Jamie knows that was a skill problem. Like he made a mistake.
I think that's a lost opportunity as well, because even though you haven't seen him show it, Marc will be furious that he's let Jamie win 2 frames or he's messed up with total black. And when someone's hurting inside, you want to just rub that salt in and just keep them fuming, because no one is immune to it.
Yep. Still dry from Marc. That tactical bathroom break from Robbo did work.
Is that what
might be a little bit of confirmation bias? Yes.
As the Benny break?
No, it was because it wasn't to the centre pocket. It was to the top.
No, the tactical.
Oh, the toilet break. Yeah. I thought you were talking about dumping the white off the break. But yes. Now, Peter is going to give Mick Scerri 2 shots here. No, he's just moving the dodgy ball out. A little bit of work left in this frame, isn't there?
I don't mind that shot.
I don't mind it either.
Now, do you...
Mick's not going to move the one over the pocket.
Do you just move your dead ball, push it over to the centre, and ask Pete questions? I mean, he answered his questions previously.
That's true, yeah. Hey, I wonder if you can just... we can't see the balls at the moment, but I wonder if you can just tickle in off that red and leave a safe white. That's not a bad option to me. Just run up to that red and leave him nothing.
I guess the more attacking option is to push this over the centre pocket.
So Mickey's going to take the ball over the pocket. So what's Mick seeing here that we're not, Brad? Is he?
He's trying to plot this.
He's looking front out.
Yeah.
That one next to the black must go to the centre.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep. It's a good shot. It's a good shot.
And look at how different the frame looks now.
Yep. Just a couple of pots later. And it looks wide open, doesn't it? ABC for Mick here, Brad.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing difficult about this.
It's amazing how clean he's made that app look.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
At his first shot, I didn't see it. I mean, there's a reason he's won 2 national titles.
That's right. Yeah.
Not only...
There's been none of those shots were complex. His first shot, he had very good position with his white, and from then on it was all very natural. Oh, is he?
Yeah, for those who missed it earlier, Mick has got tonsillitis. And he's feeling the cold, that's why he's playing with the jumper on.
So Robbo's got the sore shoulder. Jamie's had the stitches out of the chest. Scerri's got tonsillitis. Is Butters carrying any injuries that we don't know about, mate?
Not that I'm aware of. It's a walking wounded out there.
Yeah.
There was rumours today that the Scerri Butters match was going to get postponed because of how poorly Mick is feeling.
Right.
But he soldiered on and played very well.
Well, he's out to a handy little lead.
important shot for Jamie here.
That's good. He's left it, so it's all about position for the black. It looks like it goes to the corner at the pocket at the bottom left of the screen as we look at it. And is it far enough away from those reds that he'll get a clean shot of it?
Yeah, I think if he pot this little bit of top spin,
it's hard to tell. He could potentially get his white to the bottom right-hand corner of the table and take the blacks to the top left as well. But he's playing for the bottom left. That's a good shot.
I didn't realise it went in that pocket.
Yeah, it's a good shot. And slightly tricky, but if Jamie's going to have a chance of winning this match, he needs to get these shots. Might need to.
Yeah, I'm glad he's only got one shot.
Might need to screw off it. It's hard to tell. Like,
2 shots would be disastrous here.
and that's a poor shot. Jamie knows he needs to get them.
Can we replay that and watch how much Jamie's head moved then?
Just getting a quick replay here of Jamie's shot. He's chicken winged it a little bit too, Brad, yeah. Now Mark will just lock this frame down.
I don't see Mark losing this frame.
Yeah.
I don't think he's totaled him, to be honest. And if he's not totaled, he can double this in.
If he's not totaled, he's only got a hair on that black, and it's a good shot from Robbo. He's lining it up, Brad. I think you might be right, Brad.
And if he's not totaled, that's reasonably lazy. Because he's got a 4-foot gap where he could have slipped it in.
You're right about that. He had a lot of room to leave that white in. That's a big double.
It may need to go off the red.
Could it be a triple?
Even if it's 1 in 40.
Oh, it doesn't matter, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's a 1 in 40.
It's a chance that he didn't have.
That's right.
About 60 seconds ago.
Now watch the white in the centre pocket as well, off the red.
Yeah. Cool. Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Great shot, Jamie.
But again, when you're backed into the corner, and that's all you've got.
And we were just saying
Robbo threw the Hail Mary
this game.
Yep. And shouldn't have.
And again, he hasn't been punished for missing an easy black.
We just missed the replay on that miracle black, unfortunately. Just flip over to the table, get the finishing touches here from Scerri. And he is on the hill.
It's 10-6. Scary.
So Butter's got it all ahead of him. So Robbo these days has got pretty good composure compared to when he was a younger fellow. So that shot in the last frame, do you think he's probably put that out of his mind? Is he the type of guy that'll just move on, Brad?
Externally, absolutely.
Yeah, he won't show it. I'd still be seething a bit inside. I'd be furious at myself for having let that get away.
But I think sometimes you can convince yourself because of how you're acting externally that internally you're okay, and you can get yourself past it because of how you're acting.
And the best way to move on is to make an out, and that is exactly what Robbo's attempting to do here. If he gets this clearance, he'll be feeling much better again.
Without doubt. That's why composure is so important. Because not only can it cost you that last frame, but it can cost you the next frame. You know, so instead of only having a 1 frame deficit, it turns into 2 or 3.
And finally, he's got a good tough long pot cued in.
It sounded nice.
It did
it's
sound
such
nice.
a sweet sound when it hits the back of the pocket.
Now, he probably didn't want to be that straight on this red, to be honest, but shouldn't matter.
Which
Black
pocket?
bottom left, I'd say, Brad.
Yeah, follow through off 2 rails.
Maybe even just one.
Or
It
just-
depends on the angle.
Just
If he goes off 2, he might be flirting with that yellow. No, you're right. And again, he should just cue through this really well. Well done. Good out. He's gotten over his angst about that last frame. Now, Scerri is at the table and looking to clear to win. I'd say it's all about this pot, Brad.
absolutely. Yeah, if you can land right where his cue is.
Needs a
Perfect.
little soft screw. And he's
Gone a bit far.
overdone it. So I said it was all about that pot, but now it's all about position off this shot.
Which is so easy to do when you're a little bit excited, just overhit it 10%.
It's just going to screw. Makes this pot a little bit
Screw off the
harder.
bottom rail. Oh, it's a great
But
shot.
that is great. And that is why he's the dual Australian champion. And well done, Mick Scerri.
Played Mick.
11-6 is a good win. So Mick will be in the final against either Jamie Stevens or Marc Robertson. And Robbo has pushed out to a 4-frame lead. Almost unbeatable from here, Brad.
Oh yeah, almost unbackable.
Really, Jamie would need to win this frame and the next.
He's going to pot this and break out his other red here.
Looks that way, doesn't it? Doesn't look on from on the screen, but he's getting down it reasonably quickly, so it must be pretty clean. That's a good shot. Good result. Does that black go to the bottom right?
Yeah, it does.
I think you're
You
right.
screw down the table here.
Yes. And I think he wants to be a little bit further, but he does have the red to the right centre, I believe.
Yeah, I think he played for the centre, to be honest, because it's a linking ball and one up the top.
Yeah. And again, not quite the natural angle. He may check this up a little, or he may just leave himself.
He's playing a little bit
Yeah.
left, yeah.
Yeah, good shot.
He's rolling now, Robbo.
Yep. Sure is.
When I played him during the year, first 10 frames, it was 5-all, and I think we both missed a few opportunities. He wasn't playing that great, and we got the 5-all, and 5 of the next 6 frames, he's gone out.
Yeah.
And there's nothing I could do. I just stand and watch.
And you'd actually expect that. We're at the semi-final stages of probably the best league in the state. You'd expect that all of these players should have little patches where they get a run on the 3 or 4 frames. And Robbo, the last couple of frames, has just looked the business, hasn't he? And it's really only that let-off that he gave Jamie with the...
Do you think that
the
he's...
big double?
he's
Jamie's done it again. He's dumped the
That's
white
the
the third time tonight.
And look at the balls. Black goes in the left centre.
Black goes in the left centre, yeah. So if he can clear those 2 yellows at the top of the table, then yellows are probably the balls. Just because of that little cluster near the black, I think that's the reason that I'd go yellows, as long as you can clear those 2 yellows near the top of the table.
Well, ball in hand, clear those 2 now.
I think so, yeah. I think you take the highest one to the left centre and perhaps just screw off it for the next second highest one in the same pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're your starters. Then you can use the ball over the centre bag to come down.
Probably the thing that's stopping him is the red over the pocket down the bottom right. Is because he will have to navigate those 3 in the near the black as well. The problem with reds is the red next to the black.
Yeah. The middle of those 3 yellows goes in the left centre. If you can land on that,
so.
it
Yeah, okay.
certainly opens up the other 2 enormously.
Well, he's got a linking ball, that red near the right pocket. He'll be able to drop that in and land on.
Looks like he's choosing reds.
Yeah,
Spent
I
10
think
minutes
you're right.
talking about yellows, and
Yeah, that's right.
he's chosen reds.
So he can see something. He's got a plan in mind for that red next to the black. No,
He's tried to move it.
make no bones about it. Now, I'll be surprised if his only plan to move that red was that shot just then.
It does go in the centre.
It does if you can get on it.
Can you roll? Can you play this one to land on it now?
Play the red at the top left of the screen.
Yeah.
With
land on
right-hand
the
side?
One in the centre.
Oh, even just to land on it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just
yeah.
to land on it. Roll in the centre.
Or to move it even. And that is a good call,
Yeah.
Brad. That's a great call. And great positional control from Robbo too. To be able to play that confidently. He's got a bit of white ball travelling to do, but there's nothing difficult here.
The natural angle's coming up the table on that angle. So he could have hit that 2 feet past where he wanted to and still went on
Yeah,
his ball.
he had a huge zone, didn't he? Now, he won't be thrilled with that position, but it's not terrible either. He just doesn't want to overplay it. I think that's his only risk.
I mean, ideally you'd love to be on the blue spot, but don't overhit it. If anything, underhit it. Leave yourself a shot.
And he has indeed just underhit it a little bit, left himself a pot. That is really bread and butter for him, especially has been queuing the last couple of frames.
Yeah, well played.
Robbo moves on the hill, and he's run away with this match, Brad.
He gets a posture about him when he's rolling. I think early on he didn't have the same posture.
A little strut.
Yeah, I think it's a confidence.
So since that toilet break of Robbo's, which I think was at 3-5 or 3-6. I think that fluke black was after the toilet break, but Robbo's really ticked up a gear.
Robbo hasn't missed the ball since. Or lost the white.
He's missed a snooker.
He did actually,
leave
yeah.
Jamie
To leave.
that crazy black.
Yes.
But other than that, he hasn't put a foot wrong. Mistake-free Paul. And did Robbo just get one off the break?
He did. First time tonight, I think.
He's on the hill and the shoulders finally loosened up. And 50-50 for me here, Brad. Like I think the reds are all around the black, so you probably want to be on reds, but there's no easy starter here.
I think yellows.
I think he's got to take yellows and move the black.
Because the reds are all around the black, I would go yellow. Because it's one shot and the black's out. Where if all your reds are around the black,
means he has to dislodge. He has to play a cannon. Yeah. And that yellow near the nameplate at the top of the table is his other trouble ball. I think he may.
He's looking at it now. Is he playing it down to cover the bottom right?
I've got this theory, Brad. It's late in the night to start talking about this because there's potentially only one frame left. But the first thing you do when you walk to the table is ask yourself, can I pot out? And I mean 80% of the time kind of number, like can I pot out? And if you can't, you shouldn't be going for the frame. Your next job is to prevent your opponent from potting out. And your job after that is to improve your position in potting out. In that order. And I think Robbo's looked at that and said, well, I can't pot out, so Jamie was theoretically already prevented from potting out because he had cover over that pocket, which Jamie's cleared. So he improved his own position.
I think it's quite a reasonable theory that you've got there, Marty.
Thanks, Brent. And Jamie may just loosen up here and have a go. He's got nothing to lose. If he's going to win this match, he has to lift up a gear or two. So, because whatever he's been doing isn't working.
I think it's often when you almost concede that you can't win, that your shoulder gets loose and you play some really good shots, and you end up being 10-7, and you put a little bit of pressure on, and then eventually the gap gets you because it's 6 frames.
Yeah. And I believe he played for a safe white there and hasn't quite. I think he tried to push the yellow into that pack a little bit. It hasn't quite come off, but he has got a forced Robbo to play a ball that would have been an option to open the black up. If Robbo plays this ball to the left centre, he can continue the out, but that's one ball less than he's got to get on the black. Now here's a question: does that black go to the right middle now? Is that open enough, that little pack, to get on the black? Is
he trying to move it now? Move the red? No. Does the black go in the right middle?
I think it does. I think if he gets
it's
the white to the bottom left corner of the table, that black's on.
That's precision white ball control. That's Dennis Cometti stuff, centimetre perfect.
I'm not sure why he screwed back off that, Brad. He's seeing something that I can't. He's in a tricky position.
Is it up the top or is it in the centre?
He's either playing the pot at the top or he's playing a safe white. Yeah, he's playing a safe white. And perhaps just putting one in position to open the black up. So a little bit of tic-tac-toe here. Jamie's going to play. It looks like
is it touching?
Looks like he can kiss off this red.
Is it touching the red?
No, he's going to just put the white right back in the guts there.
I don't think Robbo will rush this. We'll just wait.
Yeah, I don't think either player is... both players have got good composure in this kind of situation. No one's going to rush anything. No one's going to give the other player any quarter. One thing's for sure, Jamie will not open that black up.
No. I think both players are waiting for the other person to do it.
The only time that black gets opened up is if someone's going game.
I don't think I'd even play this ball. I'd play the one over the corner.
It's hard to know if he's doing that or not.
Because that's potable now. That's potable to the top right.
That is potable to the top right, I agree.
That's sufficiently open enough.
Now Robbo can take on the out here with a measure of safety. He could try and pop this and leave the white long.
I don't think he was ever trying.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm a fan of that shot. I think I would have tried to leave a safe white. Fair enough, Robbo's trying to bring some soldiers onto the battlefield down this area end of the table. But he's let Jamie get his hand on the table and to cue at a ball and to...
To be honest, I think he wants him to. Go, you know
Jamie's
what?
going to push the black to the bottom left, is he? Is that what he's doing? No.
Try to...
That's not bad. His position is improving a little bit. Now, sure, the pockets down the bottom are covered, but they're not covered great, are they?
They're not covered at all.
The direct pots aren't on, but balls go inside.
If you want to, you can cut this yellow inside the red now.
Yeah, and that is what he's doing.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
That's a good shot, and that is a good white ball too. Jamie taps the table. Now Jamie knows that's a problem, and he'll be thinking about what he can do to get out of that. I think he's looking at the double. What if I get down there and get on a double? You could pop the ball down the bottom right and then double that.
Do both of those reds go in the right centre? Like the ones next to black, they both go?
The one on the right hand side definitely does.
I mean, if you roll this in...
left of the black, it's hard to tell. If he rolls
you
this
can
in,
land on the double?
Yeah, I was going to say, if he rolls this in and lands on the double...
Oh, it's double kiss territory here. I think he's got to play the one in the centre and screw back. But then he's going to lose his white.
You're wondering if he could have played the double back and continued the
Yeah,
out.
that's right.
Yep.
But I think he looked at that as if it's rolled.
He did, yeah. Well, it definitely didn't go to the centre of the pocket, did it? So it may have just turned a little.
It does have a couple of options. I think, he's playing the double. It does look like a double kiss. You can hit it really hard and avoid that. Yeah.
That is a good shot.
That's a very good shot.
That's a well-controlled white.
And he's softer, that double kisses.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, he's actually not got high enough. He's looking at running through with the white to just dislodge those two.
Dislodge it, it's going to kick the red towards the centre pocket, and he may stay on it.
Well, I think it's the one on the far right that he needs to push into the open. That's probably going to be the next ball. And from this angle, it looks like he can hit it reasonably full, actually.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. And that is the next ball that he's on. And what angle does he have to get? Now, unless he's dead straight, he has got an option to get onto this red to the right centre. And it does look like he's dead straight. If he's short of angle, he can run through off the side rail on the bottom rail. If he's high on the angle, he can stun across. But I suspect he's dead straight.
He's looking at double because he doesn't think he can move the white sufficiently enough to land on his other red.
Now, from this angle, this is an interesting angle. It does look like it doubles to the bottom left. You could go past that yellow.
Yeah, it does.
Which I wouldn't have thought was possible from the other angle.
It looks like he's stunning it over. He's going to try and force it.
And that's one of the angles that I thought. Go past.
Good shot.
I think he's on it.
Yeah,
I think
good
he's
shot.
on it. Up periscope. He's got the... all right. Now, we can hear him in the background, folks, saying, I'm not on it. So perhaps a baby swerve or a double coming up.
What's your preference? Play with a little bit of right hand side?
I think I'd, well, because he's so close to the cushion, I think I'd be going for the double. I think it'll be difficult because he'll be jacked to do a baby swerve. He'll be jacked up a bit.
Looks like he's
Very
going to go the
difficult to
swerve.
control. It looks like he's doing the swerve, doesn't it? And he...
Oh, he's got a kiss.
You wouldn't read about it.
He's not fat on a black, but it's cuttable.
And Jamie Stevens is hanging onto this match by the skin of his teeth. He's doubled harder blacks than this in this match.
He has.
To the centre.
To the centre. The cut's more difficult than a double. And the white's travelling maybe quadruple in the other centre pocket if you cut this in. Great
and
shot.
He has got that in. That's a great double from Jamie Stevens. And he's stayed alive, Brad. He lives to fight another day.
I enjoyed that. That was good.
That was good. That was a good little tactical battle in the middle there. And a nice finish from Jamie. He committed to that out and had to pull off some shots, but got it. Now the question now is, Brad, can Jamie Stevens break without dumping the white?
I'm going to say if he dumps the white, frame's over.
Absolutely. Might be in the back of his mind. Let's see what happens. Well, he flirted with it, but that's actually a reasonable break. The black's a little bit dirty, Brad.
Yeah. There is a problem area for both colours, really.
That's right. Now he's got an opportunity to open it up if he takes yellows, because of that yellow at the bottom left corner pocket. But this is what I'll get back to my theory, Brad. If you're not going to pot out, your first job is to prevent your opponent.
What I do here is roll this yellow over the pocket, leave the white behind the black.
Now he's going for red, so he's taking a pot on because there is not a red in, and he's going to look for an extraction. He keeps looking at this ball down the rail, but I'm not sure what he's going to do next, Brad.
I look at this table, and I'm not even considering it out.
It shouldn't be. No.
It's really difficult.
I can't see a good extraction for him unless he gets a good angle on the ball on the bottom rail, and I don't think he can get that. And that's gone in. Oh no, it hasn't clipped the yellow all the way through.
I think he's tried to move it then.
No, I think he tried to get angle on that red at the bottom of the screen, so he could play right-hand side to then clip into it. Now, even though that was loose, the out is still not on here for Robbo. I mean,
You could play this with right-hand side, screw in, and run into the yellow, move the black and the yellow in the same shot.
you could.
But
And actually, Robbo can afford. Robbo's got a 4-frame buffer here. He's on the hill. He can afford to take on a lower percentage out than he normally would if he wants to.
that's the right shot. He didn't execute it perfectly, but
Yep,
it's the right shot.
That is the right shot. And Jamie needs to do the same thing now. Now, Mick Scerri having 1-11-6, fighting off a bout of tonsillitis. He's sitting at a table, probably asleep right now, I think. Or at least having a rest. He is absolutely knackered. He's left it all out there on the table tonight. In fact, that's him in the top right-hand side of your screen. You can see someone sitting at a table there. That's Mick Scerri, just exhausted after tonight's match.
We walked in similar time tonight. First question he asked the bartender was, can you turn the heaters on, mate? And he said, yeah, we've got 3 heaters, they're all on. Because he was shivering when he walked in.
Oh, he's moving, so he's okay. Now, Jamie Stevens is trying to figure out how can I lock down this frame. And I'm a little surprised, Brad, that he's taken a pot on. I believe he's looking for an out. He's going to play that red to the centre of the table near the top and try and extract the black and the red at the same time. He's got the angle. He's got some angle.
That's an enormous shot. I think that's exactly what he's doing.
I think Jamie feels like he has to create an opportunity. Like he's got to win 5 frames in a row to win this match. He's actually just rolling the dice and saying, I've got to create an opportunity, and this is a big shot.
I tell you what,
he's got himself a shot on the red.
Well,
And the black does double.
The other red goes inside the yellow. If he's straight on this, he can just follow through with this, leave himself an angle to pot that inside the yellow, come up to the other end of the table.
Now, this is no easy out, but Jamie's made his intentions clear. He is trying to pot himself into a bit of form and just not have any doubt that he hasn't tried everything he possibly can to take the match to Robbo.
It's a good shot.
And you were right. He's played that straight in. He's probably been a little bit unlucky that he didn't clear the yellow closest to the black to leave the black on down the rail, because this yellow over the pocket should clear now.
I'll take that if I'm Jamie. If that's the shot I played for and it's worked out like that,
Yep.
I'm really happy, because the black doubles in the centre.
Yep. No, you're right.
You've got a 2-foot area you can land the white. I'll take that every day of the week.
And for all the mistakes Jamie's made tonight, he's played 2 or 3 doubles on a black and in a row and got them. I know he played a couple before that.
Early on,
that were bad.
there was
But the last 3, he's doubled. Probably hit that harder than he intended, but no matter. He's got plenty of table to work with. He does have a shot to get down here for this double.
Play this with plenty of topspin.
He's thinking about trying to either nudge the black or get behind it. It doesn't look like it goes to me, Brad.
Is it the
No,
black's off the yellow?
That's not on. Off the
I
cushion
think
off
it
the
is.
yellow, you reckon?
Yeah, off the cushion off the yellow. I think that's harder than a double. I would just
I think the
screw
double's
back
the
and
shot.
play the double.
He is.
And he's landed nowhere.
And he can see the black. And now he almost has to play that off the cushion off the yellow shot that you talked about.
That's the only shot he has.
It's
You
the
can no
only
longer
shot he
double
has.
this.
I'm surprised he screwed off that rather than play it with top. He's looking at the face cut double, Brad. No, he's looking at the double to the bottom left corner. Surely that's not on.
That's not on. There's 2 yellows in the way.
Even if he goes rail first, I'm not sure that's on. I
The
mean,
quadruple's on.
Yeah, I don't believe that was ever on.
That shot was not on.
Jamie, I think when you look at this replay, you'll realise that was insanity. I like that you were trying to make things happen, but you can't make things happen if they're not on, mate. Now, Robbo's actually getting down this reasonably quickly. I'm surprised he hasn't just taken 30 or 40 seconds to map this out.
I think he can see the outs quickly sometimes.
Yeah. That's not a great white.
No, it's not.
He's probably taking the yellow next to the black now, yeah?
Is that on?
I think it's on. I think he's just checked that it's on, and he's now remapping the out because the first map didn't pan out. Nothing really tricky here. It's the yellow on the left-hand side. Yeah, it's close to the cushion, but
That's your last ball.
He's got a couple of options to get on it.
Because if you leave the white where it is on that yellow as your last ball,
Yep.
you don't have to do anything. You just roll it in. You're fat on the black. He's playing safe.
He's playing a safety. I'm not sure this is the right thing. I think he should be taking his chance.
And
That was
it's not a total. You can play this off the yellow into the other corner.
assuming that yellow next to the black was on. That was not a difficult out for Mark Robertson.
It's the problem with playing this black into the yellow. It's a potting angle, potting the yellow.
So he's looking. Yeah, that's right.
You might play a cracking shot, pot the black, but the yellow's going very close to the pocket.
But this is like the other shot that Robbo left Jamie on the black. Like
That's
it's
right.
a 1 in 40 kind of shot. But
He shouldn't have it.
Jamie's backed into a corner.
He's already made one of these tonight.
You know what I ask myself in these moments, Brad? What would Butters do? And the answer I think Jamie just pointed out was come off the bottom cushion and try and put the black into the right centre pocket.
I've seen some bumper stickers like that, I'm sure. What would Butters do?
What would Butters do? You just want to give this black every chance of going near a pocket and going in. And he has thrown out the Hail Mary. And folks, that will be all she wrote. I don't blame Jamie for just throwing it out there, but they don't always go your way.
I just overheard him say I've had a couple of results tonight.
Correct, yes. So 5 more pots for Mark Robertson. Probably won't even use his 2, I'm going to say. So Brad, in the grand final of the VPPL, we're going to see the 2 world champions going at it toe-to-toe. Let's hope Mick Scerri's back in good health. But for this match, congratulations to Mark Robertson.
Both
Won
solid
11-6.
wins. Yeah.
Both very solid wins. Yeah. Well done to Robbo, well done to Scerri. Look forward to seeing the 2 of you go toe-to-toe again. And Robbo looking for a little bit of revenge after Scerri knocked him off in an earlier final.
Well, I think seeing Robbo's won the last 2 years, there might be a few in Scerri's corner this year just
Yes,
to
I
just to get a different name on the trophy.
I think you're right. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah,
It's
this
good
has
to
been
spend some
really
time
good.
with you, and see you all next time, folks.
Until next time.
Pick it up when I was having it. It's good. I think it runs good. It's fast, but there's sometimes you get some ping bounces. Yeah, and that one, I think that one is more consistent. Yeah. Mate, I've never played well here, ever. I just struggle with these games. I just don't like them. But, you know, it's really funny because the frames I chopped up the hardest, the ones that I won. It's better. When it was 8-5, I hit it harder. In the last 2 weeks, I've done 2 balls off. 1 ball each match. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard being second. It sort of suited me though early on in the match because I kept fucking leaving myself shit. It only suits me trying to make the outs. Yeah. I don't think I ran 1 rack. No, that's it. That's not. So when you're in first and you're trying to pot out your don't. But I'll tell you what, I ran down my head. It pissed me off for about 8 frames. I couldn't get out of my fucking head. I don't know. And normally I'm good at forgetting shit. I think it was like the first or second frame. All I've got to do is kind of stuff the side right, and I'm on this perfect landing. And I've come down here, and then I tried to land on it 3 more times, and I just thought, fucking, I've just got no idea about the pace of this thing. One thing that I can't understand is when you hit it with bottom, it doesn't rip like another table would that's not here. Like if I have a hit at home, it sort of slides a lot more than before it rips, and so you just get a bigger angle, and I'm just like, I just can't play with that. Even that one, I didn't even mean to make the point. Yeah, well, we had people inside your there, it goes like that. Yeah. I have not even tried to reach the rocket once. Like, I never try and pot in one when I've got something like that. Like, just fucking leave it anywhere. Fucking there. And then when I've tried to pot it, I just try to finesse it in. It's pot the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah, and they hurt too. I think he ran all of them too. I think he ran all 3 of them. And then he ran the one off the back of his at the end, and it kind of the lead just extended. And I was kind of fucking with it. I didn't even know it was at all. Oh, then we came out with 6-4, 7-4, 7-5. He kept me in it though, because he kept fucking chopping up after I chopped up his 6. Yeah, he left me like the only angle I could pot it. I had to prioritize leaving on that side, not that side, because you're more likely to backdoor bands. I almost could have leave you off that and off that. What I try to do, let's leave that there. No, that's no good. Yeah, it's a good chance to backdoor. Yeah, I'd leave someone that all day. That's the red. The red would have helped it too, as a guide. Yeah, we did run 3 racks in a row. That didn't help. One of my double white elements is just a dry break. Yeah. It's hard to explain because I'm trying to really I'm trying to get power off the screw back and screw back up the table. We broke well. I thought I really could have just double white a couple of times. It's hard for me because I have to go into every match except in the front. I'm not really going to get balls of my break, and they're going to get the majority of theirs. So all of a sudden,